Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing the hamburger, which is actually one of my most seen pen in coat pen. I will have some classes that are exactly the same as in my previous video. One of these classes is the plate. I'm using exactly the same properties that I use in the pizza that I can add in the description box if you want to take a look at it. I will comment my border as usually, and then I have all these colors that I have pre-written and I can just copy and paste them if you do like them. Okay, so now let's get started. I'm going to start with a bread down shadow. I know, quite a big name, but you want to remember what you write in every class, so this helps me. Now the bread down shadow and the bread sticks are almost the same as in my pizza pen. So it's just like a copy paste. I wanted to add that you have to be very careful with your design. I mean, in this pen that I'm doing the hamburger, you want to have some perspective, and that's why I'm using the shadows. But also you want to be very careful with the scent index. You don't have to use a lot of scent index. You will just add your ingredients to the top of each other. So in the top corner you don't need to be perfect, because then other ingredients will go to the top. Now my bread is ready and I'm going to the meat. Again, I will have a meat shadow and shadow, and you do need this for a better effect. Now for the cheese, I won't use a shadow because as you will see in the CSS, I will use the border property. Now the melted cheese is the same, and the greens are pretty much the same. If you are vegetarian or vegan, please don't use meat, you don't want that. Now you see that the bread is pretty much covered and you won't be able to see a lot of your bread. The same goes for the meat shadow class. Now for the cheese, I'm going to do the border. I don't need a shadow now because it's pretty easy, and the shape is also pretty much the usual one. I'm using Clippy tool, and if you don't know it, I can tell you that it's a great tool. It helps you do all these shapes pretty easily. Of course you can do them with CSS, but it will take you more. For the greens, I am also going to use this tool, the Clippy tool. You can draw whatever you like. You don't have to be perfect here. Alright, and now I'm going to continue with the onions. I will have 2 onions. And then some lines in the onions to make them more alive. And again, I will add some greens. Now you will see for the onions that I'm using a color that's from purple to white. You need a width and then a very small height. Your onions don't have to be exactly the same, but now the lines can be pretty much the same as in your bread. It's a very small detail, and I don't think that many people will understand the difference. Now for the green, once again change the properties, adjust them to your preferences, and it's ready. And let's finish this section with the onion. Again, the lines are the same, are literally the same. Like only top and left have to be changed. Alright, that's nice. So let's continue with the tomato. The tomato class is also pretty much the same as in my previous video, which was the pizza. And then I will finish with the upper bread. And of course some lines in the upper bread. As for the Susan, I would like a lot of bullets in small size, some bigger, and some medium size. Now the tomato. We want a big width and a little smaller height. And the upper bread is pretty much the same as the down bread. Okay. Once again, you need the shadow. And after you're happy with the result of the shadow, just make the bread without the shadow. Okay. Now I think that the perspective is nice. It looks like a real hamburger. Okay, now the only change was here that I deleted the word down and I added the word upper. So my sticks were ready at no time. As for the Susan small, my trick here is to change the properties from top to bottom and from left to right. And as you see, my Susan small bullets are ready in no time. I will do the same with the medium, but I'm having only like 5 or 6 of them, and I'm going to make them a little bigger. Just add something to width and height, some percent to width and height, and they are ready. And of course, the same goes for the big bullets. You want the width and height to be a little bit bigger. And so now, guys, you can see the final result. Thank you.